My name is Muhammad Elmi, and today I will be presenting our database and cloud security assessment, which is the goal is to create a secure and efficient database system for a real estate application. So I will start from the first one, which is our project using technologies like Spring Boot for the back end, React.js for the front end, and MS SQL for the database. We implement security like TDE, dynamic data masking, and also role-based access control to our database system. So this is how our back end looks like, and this is our front end, and this is our database looks like. For example, I will try to connect, and then the database is very simple because we are trying to just make like a very simplified prototype of how real estate website looks like. So these only have composed of 5 table. For task 2, which is the implementation part, we have implemented a real estate database with normalized tables and defined relationships. The key component include table for user transaction, properties, message, and favorite, and things such as dynamic data masking is being implemented to protect sensitive fields, and TDE for encrypting data at rest. And I will show you. First, I will show our database first. This is how this is login by with super admin, which is basically he have like all right to everything into the database. So there is favorites, message, property, transaction, and users table. And next is I will show dynamic data masking, which is for some sensitive data fields such as users um, address. It only can be seen by super admin, but for normal stuff, it prevent it from being seen. You will mask the data. For example, we try as address as login as staff users, which is a normal stuff. Go to the database, tables. For example, that this table for staff user only allowed to see 2 tables, and let's select um the for staff user the address will be must except for email, for anything that used to contact them. For numbers also not must. And then next is TDE encryption. For TDE encryption, wait, I put log out first, and then for TDE, I need to remove this first. So from here we can see that the database is encrypted. Is one. If zero not encrypted and one means that it is encrypted. The encrypted is on. And then for this one, the same. For database ID 1, 2 and 7, the encryption state is 3, which is, as I remember, it means that the encryption is enabled. And that's all for task 2. For task 3, which is threat modeling, we analyze potential threat using Stride and Red framework. You can see it, how we analyze it, how we analyze our application and database using the frameworks. For example, SQL injection is mitigate using parameterized queries, and also unauthorized access is prevented with role-based control. For example, super admin have it their own super admin have all the authorities to the database, but for example like limited role-based access, for example staff users, they only can see certain table and also only certain data. For sensitive data like user address is must from can be seen by them. And this is how I did um my code. I parameterize each one of them. For example, this is the repository is used to to call data from front end to the back end. So for example, for properties repository, this query is to for the search properties. For example, if let's say on the front end, if like someone surfing the property website, they want to search properties, and then the data is fetched from the back end to the back end to the database and bring it to our website, to our front end. And this is how our query looks like, and all is pretty much the same. It is all parameterized well. So for task one, I will which is the PDPA 2010 compliance. Our system complies with the PDPA Act by encrypting and masking sensitive data. It also secures data transfer using HTTPS and make sure that it maintains audit log for compliance verification. I will show you how this is like a example how I try to audit every user. For example, this one I only have like very limited, like 4 users. But if let's say the more users there is, then only in very important things only be audit, because we don't want it. We want to avoid redundancy. For example, this is security audits, and then login. This is and then this one is security database audit. So as you can see here, this is just for example. That's why I include delete, execution, insert, and update. For example, this is audit properties. Oops, I will show login first, and then I will show the audit logs. Did you see it? Yes. Okay, this is our audit logs, and as you can see it, this is all what I did just now, which is I open the file, and then I close back and open another, just view. Let's say if I try to insert one data, it will show it. It will audit the data. Wait, okay, this one. I try to insert data to our property table. Insert real estate, okay, correct, completed, and then I check back the audit table. I try to refresh, and then there is insert. I just insert the one data to the property table. So that's all for the auditing. So we also implement the auditing data to the database to make sure that we doesn't miss any info of people misuse of the data and such on and so on. Okay. That's all for task 4. So for task 5, which is security measures implementation. We have implemented several measures such as TDE and encrypted backup to protect data, and such as role-based permission to restrict access, which is I already showed it previously, and DDM, which is dynamic data masking, I already showed it on task 1. And so for this part, I will show um, that we um, make a also make like a backup to our database and certificate and all the keys. Where do we actually keep the keys and so on. So for this project, for example, this is like my PC file, and this is where I keep for the audit, which is this is like a rollover, I think, and then it goes to the next file once it's reach certain number of log, and then this is my certificate folder, and this is for certificate for backup, and this is for the private key. And there is also keys. This is for the database master key. So the database master key also have this encryption code price also. And then this is where I backup the files server, and then this one SQL backup, yeah, and then this one real estate backup. And for our database, as you can see here, all is here. You can see from the database also the certificate applied, and then yeah, that's all for task 5.